footage was captured by a security camera hidden in a girl's bedroom, set up to keep an eye on her. It's around 3 a.m., long past her bedtime, but she isn't asleep. Suddenly, she bolts into her father's room, shaking and breathless, claiming there's something horrifying on the ceiling. Her father, assuming it's just a bug, checks and reassures her that there's nothing there before sending her back to bed. However, when he reviews the footage the next morning, he is left in a state of sheer terror. Here's what the camera recorded. The lights flicker on and off, casting eerie shadows across the room, while the light switch seems to toggle itself in rhythm with the flickering, as if an unseen hand is playing with it. Despite this unsettling display, the entire family, his daughters, himself, and his wife, are all fast asleep. Suddenly, his youngest daughter stirs awake, her gaze fixed on the ceiling as if she spotted something horrifying up there. Panic grips him as he realizes that his daughter might have seen something truly sinister. The growing dread is palpable as strange occurrences multiply in the house. In a desperate attempt to protect his family, he rearranges the girls' beds, hoping to restore some semblance of safety. But despite his efforts, the nightmare continues to unfold, and one night, something even more terrifying happens while his younger daughter sleeps. A strange, glowing orb hovers ominously around her bedroom. Just as it vanishes from sight, unsettling, eerie sounds begin to echo through the room, a chilling omen. The following night, the unsettling noises grow even more intense, filling the silence with a haunting dread. On a different night, his oldest daughter woke up to a chilling experience. She claimed she felt a cold, creeping touch on her foot. Watch carefully. As you can see, she jolts upright, her foot twitching as though something cold had brushed against it. Bewildered, she glances around the room, her mind racing with thoughts that it might have been her dog. But there's no one in sight, and an icy dread starts to settle in. Her father, desperate for answers, posts these videos online, hoping someone can shed light on the unnerving events. Until more is revealed, this unsettling mystery may linger in the shadows. A man named Tony runs a TikTok account by the name Dude, My House is Haunted. For years, he's been plagued by a dark and persistent force within his home. At the height of this torment, he often heard phantom footsteps echoing through the halls, glimpsed eerie, ghostly figures, and even narrowly escaped knives that seemed to fly through the air on their own. Tony was convinced the malevolent spirit haunting his home was that of a child. To test this theory, he placed a ball on the floor in front of a security camera, hoping to see some sign of interaction. What he captured on film was something he could never have imagined. After trying every possible solution and exhausting all his options, the activity in his home finally came to a halt. But just as things seemed to be settling down, eerie signs began to emerge, hinting that the entity might be making a chilling return.
Okay, I was making the video showing you guys that this lamp behind me is moving, and I did 2 videos because it kept moving and kept moving and kept moving, and I was getting ready to shut it off because I was kind of tired of watching it move. And as soon as I went to hit the phone and turn it off, the light came on. I kid you not, I gotta look and see if I caught it. But the freaking light came on, this light right here, and it's still moving. It's still moving. I just won't stop. I won't stop. It's still going. There are no strings on this thing. It's been moving for a while. There's no strings on the wall. That's just the chain. I'm not touching it. It's weird. There's nothing underneath.
A light hanging from the ceiling began to swing back and forth on its own, despite no one being near it and no strings visible. Tony twisted and turned the lamp, showing every possible angle to prove that he wasn't the one making it move. The eerie swinging was his first hint that something was once again lurking in his home. In the days that followed, he faced something so terrifying that it made his hair stand on end.
Okay, as you can see, it's a little after 3 o'clock. And I'm hearing kids outside playing. If you listen close, you can hear them. But I've been hearing what sounds like a kid in the house. I know it's probably just an echo from them. Over here, see, I can hear those kids out there. These are some masks my friend got me from Argentina. See, I can hear those kids. Let me move in here. See, you can hear them a little better. They're over behind my backyard. Let me move into the kitchen here. And you can see you can kind of You can hear them out there pretty good. Somebody mowing their yard. See, that sounded like that was in here. I swear it sounds like it's coming from in here. There's nothing in the bathroom. I was just in here, so I know it's nothing in here. I swear it came down like right down there. It sounded like it came from one of the back rooms or like in the hallway or something. That was weird. What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be fucking kidding. You got in the house. I swear that sounded like it was in the house. Shit.
Even though the kids were playing outside, Tony was convinced he heard one of the voices coming from inside the house. He crept through each room, his heart pounding. When he reached the kitchen, a chilling, disembodied voice whispered behind him, clearly saying, "See ya."
Somebody mowing their yard. See, that sounded like that. Mowing their yard. Mowing their yard. See, that sounded like that was in here.
He walked toward the source of the voice, his steps echoing down the dark hallway. As he peered into the gloom, a chilling whisper slithered through the air, saying, "See you soon."
What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be. What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be. What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be fucking kidding. You got in the house.
The chilling voice startled him so much that he nearly jumped out of his skin. The crystal clear sound of it was unmistakably coming from inside the house. But since he was alone at the time, this left him utterly perplexed and terrified. A man named Daniel, who's been posting videos about camping for the last 8 years. He insists he's no expert, yet his channel is filled with countless videos of his wild, stealth, and woodland camping adventures. In August 2023, however, Daniel uploaded a video that took a chilling departure from his usual forest escapades. In this eerie footage, Daniel ventured into a secluded patch of woods near his home. He navigated through the darkened forest, pausing to sample some berries and hinting at what his dinner would be later. After wandering down a desolate path, Daniel chose a spot to set up camp. As he began preparing his meal, an unsettling atmosphere began to creep into the scene.
We're going to be out Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well, so I didn't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well, and rain camping is really good. Is that a badger? Hello? I hope I got that on camera. I really hope I did. Because if I didn't, and I'm showing this, people won't believe that. Just, my heart's beating a bit quickly. I'll just give you a full circle round of what I'm looking at. Now, apart from them in the distance playing whatever they're doing, whatever sport doing, football or something, I've just heard like someone walked literally past me.
As Daniel talked to the camera, he suddenly heard footsteps out of nowhere. It sounded like someone was rushing toward him, walking eagerly close to where he was sitting. Unease creeping over him, he sprang up to look around, but there was no one in sight. Though shaken, he tried to carry on with preparing his meal. But as time dragged on, things only grew stranger.
There's that noise again now. Hello? Hello? You got a bit of that. There's nobody here. And it sounds like someone's just walking around. I can handle it one. Can you wear it? How can I use that? It's like it's just there.
From somewhere nearby, the disembodied footsteps returned, echoing with an unsettling clarity. He jumped up, heart racing, and began to search the area. But his blood ran cold when he found nothing. Again. Despite the creeping dread, Daniel forced himself to eat his meal and set up camp for the night. As he lay in his sleeping bag, the footsteps resumed, emerging from the darkness and drawing closer.
I'm going to be honest. I can't stay here now. I'm going to be a wimp. I don't care if people call me a wimp in the comments, but I can't stay here. I'm too unsettled. I'm nervous. I've done camping like this a load of times. I think I'm going to go find somewhere else to get this bivvy set up. But I'm leaving this spot. Like now. So I packed my stuff away and already I'm regretting it. I'm regretting packing away. But I just keep doing it. I've got one side of me telling me to stop being stupid. It's an animal, it's animals. And I've got other side saying, well, didn't sound like that earlier.
Finally, Daniel made the decision to leave the woods and head back home. It was a choice that might have saved his life if those footsteps had belonged to a person. But if they weren't, then what was lurking in the shadows of the woods? While working late at night, a woman heard strange noises outside her home, so she decided to check it out. And what she encountered was utterly terrifying. Take a look.
Kak Mia. Okay, come. Sini, Kak Mia.
Nak tengok cerita hantu, kan dah takut?
Masih lah.
Ya, dah takut habis.
Masih lah ni dua-dua.
Mana.
Korang tak? Pergi mana? Oh, nak pergi tangga nak buat maksiat ni. Mana nak pergi? Apa ni?
After this grave encounter with the terrifying entity, she found herself back inside her house. She went outside to check on her neighbors, but at one point, she encountered the scary entity again. She ran back to her house, but the entity followed her inside. The video ends here, and we will wait for further updates.